What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dom Chiodo Show. I'm your host, Dom Chiodo. Welcome back. Jesus. So we just did a show, and we recorded a show, and it didn't work. So now here we are, and we're live. Let's go down the table and do this again. I'm Dom Chiodo. You take it away, man. Who are you?
I'm just here.
We
We are not starting over. We are not starting over.
We're continuing our show.
We're rebooting.
Oh, God.
Because I'm not going to be here for 2 more hours trying to reshoot something I've already shot.
Well, we got audio. We know that because it's pulling up on my phone.
All right, before the camera messed up and everything, we lost our video and all that. This jack off right here said "Tomorrow Never Dies" is the greatest James Bond movie of all time.
That was a joke, though.
He says he was joking because the video messed up, so the room is now officially cursed.
Right.
Daniel Craig somewhere around here floating around saying, "Fuck y'all."
Yeah, dude. Could you imagine? Who are you, man? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm
Andy. And who do we got down there? You know him, you love him.
I'm Carter.
Carter. What's up, guys? So real quick, a rundown of what we talked about. We talked about the Joker coming out on Blu-ray and DVD, special features that's coming out.
I got this.
All right, go for it, Chris.
Joker Blu-ray is coming out, even though it's still in theaters. Haha, happy holidays. Second, we got the Planet of the Apes movie coming back and everything. They're going to probably reboot it. Who knows? Another reboot, prequel, sequel, all the above and everything. Different director. All that ought to be fun. Third, we got some bullshit about, some movie posters with, No Time to Die or whatever. We'll see the trailer tomorrow. That should be interesting. Rami Malek, hopefully he's not, still, reeling from Bohemian Rhapsody. And
Wow.
We also have, what else do we have? Oh, yeah, we have some bullshit Elizabeth Banks news about something coming to Universal that we skipped out because nobody cares.
Oh, you missed The Irishman, man.
The Irishman. Apparently, a bunch of old people said it's the best movie of the year and all that. But what do they know? They voted Shape of Water Best Picture of the Year 2 years ago like that, and that's a woman having sex with a fish.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this year it's going to be Endgame.
So that was the rundown.
Hey, y'all got any questions? Shit.
Questions, comments,
Comments,
complaints
concerns.
about background noise.
So yeah, I'm just fuck, man.
He's having a moment. It's gonna be fine.
This day has been a little weird.
Let's get back to James Bond.
Okay, go back to James Bond.
Yeah, because I never got to say what my favorite
Okay, go for it.
movie, favorite actor, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carter. I'm sorry.
We cut you off,
sorry.
man.
I think my favorite movie is not The Man with Golden Gun, but
What? What's your favorite? The Spy Who Shagged Me?
The Spy Who Shagged Me. No, actually, it's for Your Eyes Only.
Okay, that's not bad.
It was a straightforward spy.
Better than
movie.
what you picked.
I was joking.
Was that Roger Moore?
It was a Roger Moore film, but it wasn't too goofy like
Yeah.
Moonraker.
I don't know if I've actually
Yeah.
seen it. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't know if I've actually seen it or not.
Was it with the Russian spy that joins him?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. This one had the bad guy was actually General Veers from Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And he played Donovan. I think his name is Donovan. On
Everything
Indiana Jones
leads back to
Last
Star Wars.
Crusade. So I actually got to meet him one time, so it was pretty cool. So that was one of my favorite Bond movies. My favorite Bond is a lot of people's favorite Bond, Sean Connery.
Man,
Yeah,
I think he's third.
he's my favorite.
See,
He has the suave, he has the debonair.
he does have the suave.
I like James. I like Daniel Craig because he's different. Because he's raw. He's gritty. He's younger. He's got this. He's got this like
I don't know if he's younger.
He's younger than Sean Connery when Sean Connery played him. My thing with Daniel Craig is he makes them. I don't know. He makes the movies more fun, in my opinion. He's just got more. I think he's got more charm than Sean Connery and Roger Moore did. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, Daniel Craig definitely has a roughness to him, which I like.
Moonraker was interesting.
You like
Oh, no
I thought it was
shit.
interesting.
That's
Is that the? I'm thinking the right one. Where that's the one where he's on the avalanche or he's shooting down the snow mountain.
That's a Spy Who Loved Me.
Is that the Spy Who Loves Me?
Moonraker's one where they fly into space. And
Oh no, never mind.
That was
That one with the
Had
one with the
Jaws.
ices, I thought was pretty decent.
Had Jaws fall in love in that one?
yeah. Jaws turned into a good guy.
Yeah.
Jaws is actually my favorite Bond villain.
Really?
Yeah. I
Jaws is your favorite? I don't find him threatening at all.
Have you seen The Spy Who Loved Me?
Yes.
You just said Rami Malek was going to be good in No Time to Die. You think he's a great actor? He's going to be good and all that. He's a skinny little rugrat.
Look at Bond. Look at Daniel Craig. He's the same thing. He's
No,
skinny.
he's not.
I mean, he's
He's buff, dude. He works out. He's tough.
Man,
He's
he's kind
strong.
of thick, man.
He's
not
kinda
skinny.
thick.
what's he, dumb thick?
No, like thick.
Oh, not this type of thick, right?
Have you seen how big the guy who plays Jaws is?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He was huge.
He's a very big guy.
I mean, his hands. I met him before. His hands were probably involved. Mine got big hands. Because they're huge in the mine.
What was
Sorry, we got some back. Oh, there you go.
So
was Jaws into Live and Let Die?
he was in The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker.
Wasn't he, who was the villain in what's the one when they go to Egypt? Roger Moore. That's when Jaws is.
That's
in.
Moonraker.
Yeah.
The first half of Moonraker was good, and then it turned to crap. Pretty much.
So did everybody have a different favorite Bond?
Probably.
I was Dalton. You're
Craig.
Honorary.
I'm Daniel Craig.
and
Two Craigs,
Chris?
I guess.
What was yours?
I'm Daniel Craig, hands
Yeah.
down. The rest of them can suck it.
Hey, what about villains? Y'all had some of your villains.
Oh, there's so many.
Gosh, that's hard.
Yeah, not that hard.
No, it's not that hard.
You don't think so? Wow.
There's so many to pick from. You're stumped. Huh?
No, I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to pick between two.
What
Okay,
about-
One.
are we talking like henchmen too? Because
Yeah, it
Jaws
can-
was kind of a henchman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
No, I think you have to go
You
with
know-
the bad guy.
You know what I'm gonna have to go with? What the fuck's his name? He takes off that and it's like,
That's
Oh.
odd job.
that's
Odd
it.
Job, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not random task, but it's odd.
Yeah, I would have to say him. It looks
You know
like we
what?
got. It looks like
You
we
know
got a
what?
comment
Y'all
over
gonna
there.
get- y'all gonna give me a look for this and everything, but I'm actually going with one that does not get talked about in the movie that much. He's actually kind of an undercurrent bad guy. It's the man with the briefcase at the end of Casino Royale.
Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Oh,
Mr. White.
Mr.
For one
White.
reason, he makes it personal with Bond. He fucked up Bond's world where Bond was about to quit the agency. He was ready to move on.
You're
Move on with his
right.
life. He was ready to settle down with this woman. Come to find out, she was playing him the whole time, and she was actually married to this guy, and they were extorting money from him.
Damn, That is right.
Like literally in the movie, he was trying to save
Vespa,
her life.
her name was, right?
He was trying to save her life, and she's like, no. I put myself in this position. I mean, he was trying to save her life. He was in love with her. He fell in love with her. And him talking to what's her name at the end? She's well, now you learned your lesson. He's like, yeah, the bitch is dead. Let's move on to another job and everything. Like, I mean, he was like, it wrecked him, and it was all because of that dude trying to extort money from him.
Damn.
That's my choice.
Okay. What about favorite Bond girl?
Oof.
I still haven't done my villains yet.
Favorite Bond girl.
Okay, let's let Andy go.
Okay,
Well-
I'm going just for Dalton's sake, a very young Benicio del Toro. He was in one of the two Timothy Dalton ones. He was the hench guy.
Okay.
He was?
Yes,
I think it was in License.
very young,
I think
very
it was
young.
License to Kill. I think that's.
Wow.
Yeah, but I guess my second, like overall bad guys, and it's kind of stupid, but it's the Vegas one. There's Bambi and Thumper, the two chicks, and the what's Crispin Glover's dad's name? Oh,
Mr. Glover.
I forgot what his name was. Him and the other guy played the two gay assassins.
Bond had two gay assassins?
Yeah, in the
What the
what's
hell?
the Diamonds Are Forever?
What Bond movie are you watching?
He's-
Was it Diamonds Are
That's the one I've
Forever?
only seen once.
it's just the fact that he said baby and thumper.
That was their names.
Yeah, I was like, people are gonna be tuned in. I was like, what are they talking about? They talking about Disney movies and things? And he's like, gay guy, like, there's no gay guy in Disney.
Okay,
That's funny.
you said favorite Bond women.
I got to go with the Eva Green from Casino Royale. All because of what happened in the movie. And I go back to that. That's why I feel like it's the best movie ever, the Bond movie, because the story. I think even at one point she was believing her own lie. I think she was even starting to be attracted to him. Like I think she was starting to have feelings for him.
You don't think she actually loved him?
I think she did. I think at one point in the movie, I think she does really care about him and starts to fall in love with him. And then when that happens, I think that's when she realizes, okay, I still got a job to do. Shit.
So
she fucked him up. She wrecked him.
So real quick, it looks like we got some questions popping up over there. I can't really see it. I don't have my glasses on. Any live questions?
We got the blind man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so Russell says. So Russell's not here today, but you know.
No, skip him. No, skip him.
No.
Skip him.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. He brings up. Well, yes. Well, we don't say that term, but one of the Bond girls, yes, she was transgender. Back.
Which one?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's transgender, and then the studio kind of pushed her away and covered it up and caused misery for her life. Yeah, which is sad and fucking.
That's politics.
That is, but it was one of the most highest grossing Bond movies ever, though, which I find that.
Who was it? What was her name?
Gosh, let me pull her up.
She was in one of the Roger Moore movies.
And then it's not one of the highest grossing Bond movies of all time.
No. Gosh, what is her name?
Anyway, since we're looking that up, I'm going to go with Ursula Andress as Honey Rider from Dr. No. Coming out of the water with that white bikini.
But see, I'm not going with that though. I'm not looking at sex appeal. I'm not looking at all that. I'm looking at.
That's what the Bond girl.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, what's her name was a Bond girl. What's her name is considered a Bond girl, but she's more. I don't know. I'm looking at what the impact that they had on the film, like what affected their character have on the film.
Sure.
Mine's going back to the same movie.
Is it
every
Courtney
time.
Cox? Is yours Courtney Cox?
Courtney Cox is in Bond movies?
I think so. Yeah, she was in one of the Bond movies.
Really?
Yeah, I think she was.
I have a question. Am I getting my movies crossed, or was Olga Kurylenko in a Bond movie?
Who?
Olga Kurylenko.
No, she was in Quantum of Solace.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Russell. Thank you. He pulled up the name for us. Caroline Cossey.
Which one was she in?
For Your Eyes Only.
Oh. Well, that was back in the 80s.
81.
It's just like AIDS and everything else. It was a hot topic. You know, it was something people didn't want to talk about. It was controversial.
It's a shame that they
But
covered it up.
I'm going to have to go with she's the hottest, I think, but I'm going to have to go with favorite as Jill St. John. So it goes back pretty much to the Diamonds Are Forever again. Isn't that the one she was in?
Who's the
redhead, the curvy redhead.
what was her name? Bond slapped the hell out of her on the train. He beat the shit out of her.
Okay.
Sean Connery. Yeah, he was in the white tux. He beat her on the train.
It wasn't Pussy Galore.
And no, Pussy
Was it
Galore.
Jane Seymour?
What?
Jane Seymour?
I don't know. It's when he learned that she was betraying him. Of course, that always happens in every movie. But
Did he pimp slap her?
yeah, he pimp slapped her.
Oh shit!
And she got thrown back. No, but I always thought she was hot when she's sitting in the tub and Bond comes in and he confronts her, and she's like, "Well, if you're going to stand there or whatever, can you hand me something to wear?" And he walks over and he picks up her shoes and he hands it to her, and he sits down in the chair and he's just like, "Yeah, get out of the tub."
Oh god,
It's so funny.
it's a good thing that we don't have any social justice warriors tuning in. We'd get fucking.
Oh, geez, don't even announce social justice warriors.
You know, yeah, this is totally off topic, but I think it's kind of crazy.
Huh.
He actually posted this on his own Twitter account.
Who did?
Mina Masa, who played Aladdin and all that.
Yeah, I was going to pull that up.
He actually posted this on his Twitter. He hasn't gotten a single audition since Aladdin.
Really?
That's exactly what he posted on his
Go
Twitter.
ahead, read this article.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
So you know what? I actually am I'm enjoying the new Bond girl that we have right now.
His response, it's not always dandelions and roses when you do something like Aladdin.
Was he putting himself out there?
I don't know.
So who all here has Disney Plus?
Me.
Okay? So you fools all have Disney Plus, right?
It's not worth it.
So according
Yeah,
to
kids, it is.
according to USA Today,
Don't.
binge watching Netflix and Disney Plus, you may have to pay extra for all that Baby Yoda. So pretty much what the article is saying that if you're going to sit and watch more and more of the same show, they're going to start charging you more and more for binge watching instead of moving on to different shows and different content.
Go ahead.
They're going to charge you more.
Even if you prepaid for 3 years.
Yeah. So let's go through.
It's a good thing my kids don't sit there and want to watch things over and over.
See, a lot of people, like Carter just said, a lot of people.
How in the shit can they do that?
A lot of people have said they've signed up for Disney Plus because they had kids and all that because of the fan. But I know a lot of families out there that already own most of the Disney movies on DVD. They have no reason to stream it.
Yeah, a lot of them are already.
Okay,
involved.
so what it's saying is that as I go through,
I'm just saying that's a lot
your
of them have said.
so Disney Plus is starting out at $6.99 monthly, and it's saying that your monthly internet rates will start to go up too for watching and binge watching.
So it's the ISP.
It's all right. I'm about to stop. I'm about to
Oh, yeah,
unsubscribe to
okay.
Disney Plus, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Netflix is okay at times.
this is crazy. I'm glad I didn't
I mean, oh damn! I forgot
get
about
Disney
her.
Plus.
I'm ready. I'm actually.
There's
I mean,
new Bond.
I'm actually ready for.
Nothing. I'm talking about my head.
Ooh,
I'm actually ready for HBO Max.
really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm actually ready for that because you're going to get HBO. You're going to get everything from TNT, TBS, Warner Brothers. You're going to get the old Looney Tunes show. You're going to get everything from HBO, Cinemax. You're going to get everything. HBO Max is going to be $14.99 a month, but it's going to have shows like Boardwalk Empire. It's going to have The Wire. It's going to have 6 Feet Under. It's going to have all the shows that have ever been on HBO, Game of Thrones. It's going to have shows and movies that have been massively produced by TNT, TBS. It's going to have FX stuff on there. It's going to have anything that's Warner Brother Movie Studios produced, like Harry Potter and It and all that. It's going to have all that stuff on there. So you're talking 80 years of Warner Brothers Studios productions. So
That's something that I don't understand is why can't we get on one fucking deal?
Because-
DC and Warner Brothers are
well,
together,
DC,
right?
well, DC they're gonna combine it with Warner Media and they're gonna put it on the HBO Max app. So you're not gonna have DC streaming anymore. It's gonna be on that
So DCU is switching over to
HBO Max once
Okay.
it officially goes live and launches and all that because it's all part of Warner Brothers.
Side note on the whole binge watching Disney Plus. This is retarded factual bullshit. Is that my sister is watching?
She's retarded.
No, she's watching all the Marvel movies now since she's got Disney Plus,
See, but that's it. Okay, look,
which she hasn't seen before. She didn't go out to the theaters and watch any of them,
there was
or buy the videos. Or
Yeah, I finally got to see Captain Marvel with this.
it's not worth it.
Okay, see, this goes back to a conversation me and you have had. You're just like, man, people need to come out and see the movies, and blah, blah. A lot of people don't want to go out and spend $20 a pop to go see one movie in theaters when they can go home and stream it. That's the way. That's the world we live in.
But
now.
here's the thing: I don't believe in even. Now, a lot of you know.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but streaming, so Fire Stick, a broken Fire Stick. I don't believe in that. Using a Fire Stick. Look,
Amazon sells it.
Amazon sells it, yeah, but I mean, people jailbreaking them and illegally watching shows. Granted, when I was younger, I did it all the time. I watched it all the time. That's what I did. That's how I pulled off Pirate Bay or LimeWire or whatever. Putlocker. That's how I got those movies. But it's killing the industry. It's what's making our movie theaters
That's
more.
not what's killing it. That's not what's killing it.
It's making our movie theaters more expensive, though.
No, it's not. That
Yes,
is not.
it is.
It is not. That is not the issue. The issue is the studios.
Okay. Yes, the studio has some. What's the thing I'm looking for? Control. Yeah, they have some control over it, and they are a reason
Disney
why.
From what I hear, Disney is getting very demanding with their contract negotiations with all the studio exhibitors.
I mean,
with all the theater
it's
exhibitors.
Disney. Pretty soon, nobody's going to want to do anything with Disney, and it's sad to say that's what's going to happen. But
you can't blame people downloading movies at home or anything like that. That the theaters are
okay.
We
had this conversation. It is, yes, I agree, but it's what we talked about before. It's not just the studio's money. It's Fred, who worked in lighting, or it's Kevin who dealt with costume design, or Mary Beth, who catered. It's everybody's job is being affected by people illegally downloading a movie. All that hard work means bullshit.
The only reason theaters have to charge so damn much is because the studios are asking for so much, because they're spending so much money on their movies.
Right, which is also causing people not to come to that theater. So what does AMC do? What does Regal or Cinemark or Cinemax or whatever the fuck? They jack up their ticket prices, or
they have to
get that. Yes, to get that revenue
by contract. They have to.
By
yes,
contract.
they do. Yes, they do. The studios will go to them and say, "Okay, we want this movie shown on this many theaters, all that, but you're only going to get a certain cut." The only option they have is to raise up the concession and raise up ticket prices, and the studios actually tell
to
them
a certain extent, but it's only off a certain percent of the dollar for that first 2 weeks of that.
The theater only gets 35%. The rest of it goes to the studio.
I think it also depends on how long they think the movie's going to make money.
You know they want Rise of Skywalker to be shown on at least half the screens in every major theater chain across the country, and that's ridiculous.
But
can I say one thing?
They want them to be in 3D.
Can I say one thing about that though?
Bullshit.
Is that we wouldn't be having our Star Wars conversation if somebody hadn't fucking stipulated in the contract, because nobody thought Star Wars was going to do shit. So they said, okay, in order to play whatever movie it was that was coming out at the same time that they thought was going to make money, you have to play Star Wars too.
What are you talking about?
I think it's in Empire of Dreams.
What are you talking about?
Because when Star Wars 1977 Episode 4 came out, nobody thought back then. They previewed everything to the people, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, we don't think this Star Wars
only showed in 40 theaters when it opened.
Yeah, 37. And the only reason that
they showed in 40 theaters, sold out 37 of them.
Yeah. And the only reason it did that is because they had contracts to have to play that.
No, they did not. Go back and look it up.
Look at
the president of Fox.
It's in Empire of Dreams.
I know. I've seen it. I've seen it 5 times.
Yeah,
that's incorrect. The president of Fox. That is incorrect. The president of Fox said that when they were putting it in theaters, he said it was hard for them to even put it in theaters. Like nobody wanted it.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, but what you're saying is there was a demand or a contract they had to put. Like, oh, we don't. If you put it in, it has to be this or this. No, that's not what it was. George Lucas said he got a phone call from the president of Fox and everything a week before the movie came out and said, "Hey, there's this many theaters in the country that we could possibly, that would be available and all that, but only this many are wanting to show it because they don't think it's going to make any money on it." He goes, "Okay, well, even if I can sell out at least half the theaters or whatever, blah blah blah." And everything. George has gone on record and said that he didn't know it was going to be a success. He said he didn't realize it was a success until about a month later when he was in Mexico and he got a phone call from Fox saying, "Hey, dude, it's still doing this, so I think blah blah blah, and we're still selling out this many rooms and all that." But there was nothing in Empire Dreams that said anything about them having to do that because of a contract, because of how many theaters they were playing it. Nowhere in there does it say anything like that.
I just watched it, dude. I swear to you.
I've seen that movie 5 times. I love it like the back of my head. There was even a Fox president was saying that I can't remember what the fuck his name was. Not Alan Ladd. No, he wasn't the president. He was the what do you call it? The marketing guy. Yeah. He even said it before 1976. The largest profit, like for the entire year that Fox had ever made was I think 38 or 39 million or something like that. He said just from Star Wars, not for the whole year, but just from Star Wars alone in 77 after its theatrical run,
it was double.
It was way more than that. He said it was over $100 million. He said they'd never seen a profit go that high before and all that. But I will go back and rewatch it. But I've never heard of anybody signing any contract for Lucasfilm and all that, saying that they had to do this a certain way and all that just to get the movie in there and all that. There was
it wasn't for Lucasfilm. It was for the movie theaters, because the movie theaters didn't want to show it. So the studio had stipulated that if you want this movie in here, and I can't remember, it was some weird movie that I've never even heard of, but they thought that movie was going to make a lot of money. They said, okay, well then, if you want this movie, you have to play Star Wars too.
I'm not saying you're lying, but
Yeah.
wherever you got that from in that documentary and all that, I did not hear or see it. I've seen them thing a billion times. I've never heard that once. The only other movie that I know of that 20th Century Fox was putting out at the time of Star Wars was what was they putting out? Because I know Smoking the Bandit came out the same weekend or week or whatever of Star Wars.
Well, I just want to quickly give a hi, Sarah. Thank you for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you.
Who's Sarah?
My cousin's girlfriend.
Okay, cool.
So she just popped up and tuned in. So hey, thank you for tuning in. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in. And right now we got Russell that's watching. It shows Sarah popped up.
Because believe it or not, they didn't have that much pull.
Oh, so
They did not have that much pull.
awesome, my brother Ray. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I want to give a shout out. That's awesome. He just pulled up, and so he's watching us in his bedroom. Cool. This is awesome.
Damn. There's a small ass TV screen.
Well,
No, seriously, look at it.
don't judge the TV.
No, I'm just
you
saying
should see the TV in his living room. That fucker's like
No,
72
I'm just saying
inches.
because it looks like it's so high up and everything in the corner.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
small
yeah,
ass
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
screen.
Yeah, but he's got a TV in his room that's like 72 inches. So,
everybody's trying to go 70 and 80 freaking inch TV screens, man.
fiance. Whoa, what do you mean, fiance? Congratulations! I didn't know he proposed to you. What the fuck? Congratulations!
It happened on our show, right? It
Yeah,
happened on
it
our
just
show,
happened.
right? We get the
We're
credit.
breaking the news now.
We get the credit for it.
Jesus Christ! Well, congratulations, Sarah. I'm
Love is in the air.
sorry. Anyway, so yeah, that was your little Star Wars piece that was going on.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, we got to continue that.
what
What you were talking about?
with the theaters?
Yeah, we have to continue that because
Okay, let's go.
I also think it's what Edward Norton brought up
Remind me, what did he do? What
about
did he
the
bring up?
lighting and the
Oh,
that
with
stuff. That stuff.
with the bills and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
that's,
it wasn't just because of the bills. It's because they said they would have to keep replacing them more often.
Well, depending on what type of bulbs, if it's IMAX versus
Mhm.
digital or so on and so forth. But
Oh, okay. I was wrong with the one thing.
all right, so as we're on the Star Wars topic, let's talk about that a little bit, and let's do quick little plugs. Now, every other Tuesday, we're doing this show, and then we're also doing our Star Wars show, which is Campfires on Dagobah. So I want to plug that show for a minute, and on that show, we talk about everything in the world of Star Wars, and what that means: it's comics, TVs, movie news, music, anything you can think of Star Wars. That's us. That's what we talk about in our other podcast show or vlogcast. I don't know how you want to say it, but so I just wanted to plug that real quick. Also, let's kind of jump back. Let's talk about Star Wars for a minute and then continue. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, I believe, gentlemen, we are 3 weeks away, and less than 3 weeks. I cannot wait. It's Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Now, a buddy of mine that I've spoke to has already seen the movie.
Oh, really?
He has. And
Somebody's in the know.
somebody's in the know has already seen the movie.
Okay.
So I can't really give that away because the whole contracts he signed and everything like that. But
I know who it was.
he's giving. You do?
I think so.
You don't.
Sorry, I'm reading something.
What are you reading?
I'm reading something about Star Wars.
Oh, there it is. So I wanted to ask you, where do you think Kylo Ren and Rey find the Emperor at? It kind of seems like the hot topic right now that's online about the Rise of Skywalker. Where do you think they find them or find Kylo? Jesus, the Emperor. Where do you think Kylo and Rey find the Emperor? And what is the Emperor doing? Carter, we'll start with you.
Let's see. Bathroom stall at Wrigley Field in Chicago.
What? I didn't even hear the question. What?
Oh, God.
Where the fuck that come from? Bathroom stall at Wrigley.
Quick, I want to do a quick little shout out. Somebody requested a shout out. So my nephew Roman, he has his first girlfriend. Congratulations, man.
Way to pop the
Make sure you wrap it up.
Safe sex, young man. Safe sex.
Jesus, wow. Yo, he
Caught you off guard there.
yeah. Does the carpet match the drapes, Roman? I'm sorry.
All right.
I had
Is that back
to.
in style?
I had to. Maybe. Anyway, so
No,
you
hey,
said
hey,
I heard you say something. What's up?
I was wrong about.
It's okay.
They didn't get to preview movies back then.
No.
They had to bid blind on them.
Yes.
That's the part.
Star Wars changed everything. It literally did. It changed everything.
But I swear it says that in Empire Dreams. At least on Disney Plus, maybe they redid it like they did.
It originally. I'm actually glad they put it on there. That's pretty cool. Put the documentary on there.
Yeah.
And it's actually shorter than I thought it was. I thought it was like 3.5 hours long. It's only like 2:45 or something like that.
When I watched it when it first came on, it said at the very beginning, edited for content, and I was like, okay, was there cursing or something?
No, they probably there was probably some stuff that they had probably for contract reasons with Fox or whatever. There's probably things that they had to probably take out because people from Fox like Alan Jr., the president, they do talk about like numbers and other things on there. They probably didn't want like
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
But yeah, Star Wars, they didn't have a premiere for Star Wars. A lot of movies like Jaws didn't have a premiere. Like back then, they couldn't premiere a lot of stuff. Look at Dom.
Sorry, Carter was trying to give his answer.
I'm
Let
sorry.
me give it a serious answer.
Okay.
I want to know what the question was, so I can.
The question was, all right, let me restate the question. The question was, a friend of mine has seen Rise of Skywalker. All right.
Yeah.
Where in
Lucky bastard.
yeah, he's a lucky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where do you think Rey and Kylo Ren find the Emperor? Apparently, in a lot of the TV spots right now, they're giving it away. So
I didn't hear the question. I just heard the answer, and it makes a
the
lot
answer
more
was
sense.
Chicago Wrigley Field's bathroom in the stall.
Is it the one with the hole in it?
Jesus Christ. Yes.
I see you.
Suck it. What did he say? I hear it. What?
Go ahead, talk.
It's sweating.
I feel it sweating. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
No, lightsaber in your pocket. You just have to see.
Oh my god.
God.
I don't need to take it this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Damn, Carter. You took it there.
Okay.
Congratulations. Since August, I didn't even know, Sarah. Sorry. Like,
Everybody's hooking up on the Dom Chiodo show.
So I think it points where they're in the wreckage of the Death Star 2 somewhere
okay.
on either indoor or one of the moons, other moons, or planet or something.
I mean, it's a good, what do you call it? What's the word? Not theory.
Prediction?
Prediction.
Very good prediction.
What do you think, Chris?
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Take them off. Sure. All right. Where are you going over here, Andy?
Oh yeah, they're going back to Hoth. There's a lot of ice on everything. Yeah, no.
You know my theory?
Huh.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you my theory.
Like, are you the guy that saw it?
No.
You're a dick.
No, I'm not the guy who's seen it.
I'll say this. I would not be surprised if halfway through this movie, fans are kind of like,
Yeah, it's divided.
I would not be surprised if about halfway through the film, if fans just like, I wish Johnson would have done 9. Oh man, I'm so glad they brought Abrams back. I just have a feeling there's going to be a divide.
Yeah.
So there's a scene with Chewie, right, where Rey catches him bending over a Wookiee, and he's just fucking slamming him. You know what I'm saying?
Why couldn't it be an Ewok?
That's what I meant. An Ewok. Chewie.
No, he would be on his hand. He would be on his knees.
Chewie
He
is
can,
bending over.
he can rip people's arms out of their side. He can pick up an Ewok.
Chewie bends over an Ewok, knocks her up. 9 months later, they have children named Nub Nub.
No.
This is not kid friendly at all. Has two children named Nub Nub.
This video is going to be blocked.
Is that a slide on them? No.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Chewie don't fit in the glory hole.
Oh, God. Hey, we're up to 6 views so far.
We had 7.
We had 7.
We lost one.
I think.
Yeah.
If you have anybody from Chicago and you go into Wrigley Field in the bathroom and there's a guy in a Wookiee suit standing there, we had nothing to do with that.
Woo. Okay, so let's
I think
switch gears a little bit.
Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking about Star Wars.
Keep start.
Let's
Do you want to talk about Star Wars, or do you want to save it for the Star Wars show?
Let's see what they think on predictions for Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, let's predict. Over and under 200 million. So
Over. Oh,
Actually,
first weekend?
no, let's
First
talk, about,
weekend?
let's talk about stuff that's in the movie. Do over-unders for the movie.
over and under
Yeah,
for the movie.
scenarios. I think it's more fun that way because the numbers are so unpredictable.
Okay.
Because people could come out at the world premiere and be like, "Oh my gosh, the greatest movie of all time! Abrams, stuck the landing, and it hits 250." And then this is the only thing I'll agree with Perry on. She thinks that if the reviews are bad, like bad, like oh my god, why'd they do that? Or she thinks it's going to really drop it. I think that is accurate, but I don't think it's going to go up a whole lot if it's great reviews. But I think it will damage the sales a little bit down if the reviews are bad.
Okay.
Because I think people just probably be like, I'll just wait for it on streaming.
So
Do we know what Endgame did?
Opening weekend,
are you
350.
is that like official 357?
357 is what it did opening weekend.
Okay.
What about Force and Jedi?
Force did 247, and then Last Jedi did 220.
Okay.
I
I think it'll hit you good.
You what?
It's sad I know that off the top of my head.
Over and under. Do you think? See, I want to add a segment on here called "Would you buy it for $1?"
I'd buy that for $1.
All right. Would you buy it for $1 that we see Ben Kenobi in this movie?
Yes.
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 Carter, how about you?
Don't say Ben Kenobi. It sounds.
Okay,
it sounds
Obi-Wan
weird.
Kenobi.
It sounds weird.
Obi-Wan.
It just sounds weird.
Obi-Wan. There you go.
Yes.
You mean old Ben? Doesn't he live out there past the Dune Sea?
Yes. I'm buying Obi-Wan will be in the movie.
Yeah.
Think
Yep.
so?
Yeah.
You'd buy it for
What about
$1?
you? I'd buy it for the price of my ticket.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to say yes because.
All right.
That's it?
I got one.
Yes.
Over under 30%. We see Luke and Anakin in the same scene together.
I'd buy it. I don't know.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what anybody has to say about this. We're getting like dangerously close to.
I don't know.
spoilers.
Okay, so let me ask you-
I want to see him in the movie, Anakin. I feel like he deserves to be in the movie. Like not just just because of the second chance thing, all that, the politics of.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking about the Skywalker saga. He's
Right.
a Skywalker.
Yeah.
It all
He was
started
the
with
fir-
it.
well,
It all
he
started
was
with
the
him.
first, but he was the first.
Just like I was telling him,
Horse.
Abrams said on Good Morning America the other day. This is public. He said in an interview. The guy asked him. He goes, "What were the challenges to coming into the night?" And this is what he said. He goes, "You can't." Or he goes, "Why did you bring out Palpatine and why now?" He goes, "You can't wrap this entire Skywalker saga up without bringing back Palpatine." He goes, "He's one.
Yeah.
He's one of the big
He's
elements of it. You know."
Yeah.
Integral to
And he goes, you not bringing him back would be like, not bringing this back like that or cooks on. And so a lot of people felt when he said that, it was almost like, okay, maybe we're going to see Anakin and all that because you have to wrap up all 9 movies.
Yeah.
So kind of here. Well, I don't want to give this away because has anybody seen Knives Out? It's kind of
No.
off topic.
Oh,
No,
man. I
I haven't
loved
seen it
it.
yet.
Loved it.
There's a little
Really good
cameo
movie.
in
Really good
Knives
movie.
Out in that movie. There's a cameo,
Oh yeah.
which I would consider it a cameo.
Oh, no, that's more than a cameo.
You think so?
That's more than a cameo. He's in at least 3 scenes.
Okay.
So, I'm purposely boycotting Ryan Johnson.
No, you're going to like Knives Out.
Yeah. Don't boycott this movie.
Don't
You
you
know,
see it?
I
Don't-
Of course you've seen it. You're talking about it.
Don't say no
I
to him
haven't
just
seen
because of a
it.
certain
haven't
thing in
seen
Star
it?
Wars.
Okay.
No, I
Don't
haven't.
don't say no to him.
I haven't seen it. Haven't
Because
seen it
I
yet.
love Looper, and when Last
I
Jedi
haven't
was
seen
coming
Rise
out,
of Skywalker either.
when Last Jedi was coming out, I was so hyped up. I was so ready to go see it. I was like, oh my god, what is Ryan Johnson going to do? I love Looper and all that. And it came out. I was like, okay. And you can ask him when we came out. I was like, I had trepidation about Knives Out. I was like, oh man, this movie's gonna. First movie after Last Jedi. I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
Funny, not too much action.
No,
A lot of talking.
it looks like Clue. It looks like
It basically is. It's like a modern, more hip kind of version of Clue.
See,
the Granny's
I
thing
know
is
as
funny.
I know as we were talking on the show leading up to this date that I was like, wow, this movie looks trash. The trailers. I doubt anybody's going to come out and see it.
I thought from the trailer.
Oh, there was
badass.
he's not wrong. I even thought that. I thought from the
I
trailers.
thought it was bad.
I thought from the trailers alone. I thought the comedy was not hitting.
So let me
Oh,
ask
okay.
you guys at home: have you seen Knives Out yet? And if you have, what do you think? Comment below. Let us know, or shoot me a text if you're
Good
watching.
movie. Don't judge it based on the Last Jedi. Don't just go in and try to watch it as a separate movie.
Ryan Johnson is a great director. He's good. He's a good director. He's a good writer. It's just I don't think he can handle Star Wars. I mean, at least I wouldn't try to want to
Didn't have
handle.
a grasp of the.
It's not that. It's like what Chris said, and it's like what what Rian Johnson has said before. He made the Star Wars movie that he wanted to see.
Yeah.
That's what he said at Celebration in an interview with Josh Schwartz. He asked me, he goes, "What can we expect from?" He goes, "When Force Awakens ended, he goes, all I kept thinking about where do I think this should go, or where would I like to see this go?" And he goes, and I started writing. That's exactly what he said in the interview.
Hey,
That's when you want studio.
I just want to say we got 9 people tuning in. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in.
And that's when and people say fan service is bad. Well, every director makes his own fan service.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but it's true. Okay. Over under 50%. Rise of Skywalker, the last scene is the twin sons. Over under 50%. Over?
Yeah.
And not the last shot, the last scene.
Last scene? Yeah, I think so. That would be a great
Poetic.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be happening. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
So under 50%? Okay.
Okay, so we have
What
a
about over under 50%.
I would say over.
Okay.
We just had a question come through, and Ray asked, "Hey Ray, thank you for watching." He says, "Is
Ray, is the force strong with you?"
he
I just had to say,
he says, "Is Star Wars on Disney Plus any good?" We're divided at this table, honestly.
Wait a minute, what are you asking though? Are you asking,
Yeah.
is the Mandalorian good, or like, because somebody actually asked me this on Facebook, what Star Wars are on Disney Plus? Is it the original versions, or is it the special editions?
Special editions.
Yeah.
Then somebody asked about somebody asked about the prequels. They said, what versions of the prequels are on? I was like, they only made one, except for the 3Ds, but only 2 of them got released, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, episode 1 had 2 different Yodas. One was a digital Yoda, one was the puppet Yoda.
That Yoda, okay.
That didn't look bad.
Can we bring him in? Okay. I love Yoda. Yoda's my guy, right? I can connect with Yoda. So, real quick before we get into Mandalorian, my wife, she bought me Yoda, and he comes to every show. Andy's going to go over there and get him, so you can bring him in. We can bring him into the screen.
No.
I would never.
This guy, look at this. He
They'll
is.
set him on their phone.
Yeah, sit him right here. This is Yoda. He was. How much was he, Carter?
350, 400.
No, about 700.
It was
600.
under 6, wasn't it? It was like 550.
500.
550?
He's about
550. This Yoda right here is Yoda from the Phantom Menace. Take a good look at him.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's Phantom Menace Yoda.
it's the Pepsi.
Digital.
No, this isn't digital. This is puppet Yoda.
It's made after the puppet.
You said you liked the digital.
No, I said I did not like the digital.
Oh, the digital was the okay. Yeah.
I said I like the puppet
I got it
Yoda.
backwards. I got
I
it
did.
backwards.
So this is the puppet version of the Yoda. This isn't the digital version.
The one that I don't like.
Right.
That doesn't look like puppet Phantom Menace.
It is puppet Phantom Menace. Also, remember this: a little quick trivia for you. Yoda, puppet Yoda from Phantom Menace and from Empire and Return of the Jedi. He only has 3 toes. In the new trilogy,
3 hands.
and 3 hands.
Or
Yeah,
3 fingers.
3 fingers. In the new trilogy of the digital Yoda, he has 5 toes and 4 fingers up here, which I think that's completely dumb. But pay attention to Yoda's hands.
Just letting you know we've lost 3 viewers.
That's okay. But
I'm just saying.
that's all right. So
You gotta keep it live and active, man.
I know.
I'm gonna make it sexual.
Oh, by the way, just for the
You can
record,
put that up. Put him over there. Get your hands out of his dick.
He is anatomically correct.
Oh, gee. Okay, well, thank you for molesting my Yoda.
Somebody had to.
Your question, Ray, what you're asking is The Mandalorian on Disney Plus any good? Like I said, this table is divided. Some
Did they
say
clarify?
yes. What?
Did they clarify?
Yeah,
Okay.
he did. Some say yes, some say no. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm liking it. I don't know about the last episode. I got to rewatch it again.
Real quick, brief. It's boring. It's a little bit cheesy. Some of the action sequences are, but I mean,
I want to give a quick little shout out to Gabe, Chiodo, Lil G. Thank you for tuning in. Lil G. Don't crack the
I'm
yoke.
not gonna lie though. Baby Yoda's cool as fuck.
Ooh, yeah. I've only seen 2 episodes of The Mandalorian.
He don't talk. He just points.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He squeaks a little bit, doesn't he? Or
He made a noise when he was trying to eat that little whatever that was.
frog or the sphere.
Sarah Brown, your picture is too blurry. Hey, Sarah, thank you for tuning in. I know our picture's blurry. We're kind of working out the kinks, and we got
It'll be better.
It will get better. Also, we're going to have a set behind us. We're going to build that. But that's all coming. PP Head said, "I'll buy Yoda for $17." I don't know who
$17.
I don't know who PP Head is, but he was more than $17, and I would never give him up. That you would have to kill me before you can get that.
That guy over there, that's just somebody in a suit.
If you want to kill him for the Yoda dog, let me know and I'll give you his address.
Don't do that shit. What the hell's wrong with you? Jesus.
I'll give you the address.
I've seen the first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. I enjoyed them. I thought they were really good. I thought they were a lot of fun. I just don't know how The Mandalorian could be. Well, I don't want to get into what's the word? Gosh.
The original trilogy, each one as they go on, they get longer.
Spoilers. Let me ask you this. Can you guys hear our audio? Okay. Does it sound like it's coming through clear and crisp? Somebody said our audio sounds a little wonky, so I want to make sure that we're sounding really quick. Producer over there, are you able to pull up our show on your phone and let us know what the audio sounds like over there?
Sorry, when he gets excited, he sounds like a girl.
What did you think was cheesy about the Mandalorian?
Some of the costumes, just some of the dialogue. But it looks and feels like the prequel sometimes.
Okay.
It just looks too. It looks too, like he said, it looks too Disney childish.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sarah said we were broken up for just a minute,
But
and now
I
we're
do
back
like the
with
story,
our audio.
though.
Thank you, Sarah.
I think the story's getting there. It's taking a little bit longer for me, but
what do you think about? I want to say his character development without giving anything away, because he's supposed to be this badass, and then he's kind of
nothing like what I thought he was going to be.
Right.
I thought he was going to be like this cold-blooded assassin or like that.
Yeah,
and he kind of seems like just a regular guy.
He's got a conscience.
Yeah, he's got a conscience. He's got a conscience. He's attached to the Baby Yoda.
I'm gonna get my hands on a Baby Yoda. I want one.
What?
Just
what?
Just do a what do you call this? Just get a sperm donation.
You're not
Okay. All right. Fuck y'all. Okay. Jesus.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, so somebody said, God, I wish we can do what. I wish we can have a bot pop up.
A what?
Somebody just said, Sophia Nabutani said Roman is gay and doesn't want a girlfriend. I don't know who that is.
What?
But she just popped up.
Roman is gay and doesn't want a girlfriend.
Yeah, my nephew Roman.
Okay.
The one that used to got his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I wish we
That
had
must
the
be the
same
girl
bot.
he spermed.
How funny would that be?
Okay.
Shoot.
Our friends.
Hey, T-Sir.
Wait, what?
Carter, you're on Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
How many Star Wars shows is on Disney Plus? What's
all
on
of
there?
them except for The Last Jedi.
Really?
That show's still on Netflix.
Yeah.
Until next
okay.
summer.
And Solo, I think Solo's not on.
Yeah, Solo's on there too.
Really?
Solo and them are they're both on there until next summer. They have a contract.
Now, can Disney? Do you think
One's on
Disney can
there.
buy them out of the contract?
Hmm?
Do you think Disney can buy them out of contract?
Netflix.
They don't
No.
Disney Plus doesn't care at the moment.
Netflix is not going to let it go until the contract's over.
Can I ask a weird question?
Sure, go for it.
Do you think that because Spider-Man is in the MCU, that the Spider
Spider-Man isn't in the MCU.
that wasn't him in Civil War that I saw?
He's
I know what he's saying.
Who?
He's technically not a part. No,
Right.
he's not. No. He's,
okay.
Yeah.
Since he's in MCU movies,
okay.
and it's pretty much canon in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Russell says, "Of course they can. Disney has all the money."
Not true.
Should they
Not
be
true.
on Disney Plus so that you can watch all the Marvel movies?
They're not going to go to court and breach the contract and pay a bunch of money out for court. That'll by the time that whole thing gets settled, all that the damn thing will be off of Netflix.
Well, I mean, instead of being adversarial against each other, they should be like, well, hey, this will bring whatever to your deal. And
The question is, how long has Disney Plus been in the back of their minds at Disney? How long have they been thinking about this?
right.
Because Last Jedi came on Netflix a year ago.
Yeah.
So
I missed that. What came a year ago?
I was saying how long the Last Jedi has been on Netflix and all that. How long has Disney Plus been in Disney's development? You know,
But
how
is
long
it set contracts? Like, okay, we're going to get it for 2 years.
You're right, Russell. You're right.
What?
He's saying Russell was saying if Disney really wanted to, they could buy out their contract with Netflix.
They could, but they
If-
have to go to court over it.
Right, which I mean they're not going to do.
And it's going to take too damn long.
Awesome. Hey, over there, thank you for that. Gosh, we're getting a lot of people interacting in the comments, which is awesome. This is good.
Yeah, Russell, why didn't you show up? You're a part of the show on the sidelines.
He was up all night playing Jedi Fallen
Yeah.
Order.
But he's
No, let's not
he's
roast
got to
him.
take a nap, but he
Let's-
can still be on the computer. Come
Let's
on,
not
bro.
roast. We're not roasting anybody.
I'm roasting him. He roasts me all the time. We're cool like that.
Just because Disney is Disney and they have a lot of money does not mean they can just go out and say, "Hey, Netflix, we're going to give you $30 million so we can get this
Yeah,
back."
they're not gonna
That's
waste
not how
money.
it works.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they're
but
not
that's
gonna
not how
waste-
it works.
Let me ask you this.
That's why Disney has all the money, is because they don't waste.
Let me. Last time we did our show, we spoke about what was the courts. Has there been any update on that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's still like all pending.
Still pending. Nothing is
Nothing's changed.
Does everybody know what we're talking about?
what.
It's not what he thought it was. It's actually something different.
Oh, what is it?
It's basically, okay, in a nutshell, basically what it is the studio, a long time ago, back in the 20s and 40s,
Yeah.
the theater owners thought that the studios were trying to get too much control.
Yeah.
And there was a law that was passed and a bunch of the actors agreed to it or whatever. And it's crazy, that picture I showed you, Chaplin's in there. I mean, that whole room of people are. Basically what they did was they said, "No, look. These theaters exist for a reason.
Right.
You know, we're not going to start a monopoly. We're not going to have the studios. I mean, we don't want the studios to take over and all that, because the studios are only going to look at it from a business standpoint. The theaters are looking at it from an artistic standpoint,
Right.
and all that. So they signed the act. What's going on right now is the studio
They're trying to reverse it.
Yeah, the government's like, okay, hold on, look, all these smaller theater chains are dying out because it's a corporate takeover right now, and we got to make sure that this is not going to turn into something that's going to be like a supply and the demand. You know, like, oh, I can only go to AMC or Cinemark or Regal or this place or something like that, or Landmark or whatever, because you know.
I just.
What did he say? Is
Not
it
Russell. No, my sister-in-law Jen. What she said. Hello, Jen. Thanks for for fucking watching.
What she said. I want to see the message. I want to see the message.
I can't because
What is it?
it's bad.
Let me see it. What the hell? Oh, I have to see it now.
Hey. You're not wrong.
No,
I want to see it.
no.
You're not wrong.
Come on.
She's saying my tits look bigger than hers. So,
Is that true? Is
yeah.
that what she said?
So,
I'm wearing slimming colors, so you can't tell. Mine are bigger than his.
oh, God.
And the man can.
Yes, he sent that, Jen. He really did.
What?
She just asked if he really sent that, and I said yes.
What?
What I just showed you, what I just said about my tits
Oh,
being.
Their man can.
Lord.
All right.
This is definitely not a child show.
Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit
Okay, Chris.
You what?
Let's not go right down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's stay away from that. Carter, let's kind of let's take a moment to slow down. Not so much slow down to the point that we
I'm
lose.
gonna make a very bold prediction.
Not to the point that we lose everybody, but real quick, Carter, do you have anything to present to the table today?
Not really.
No, you didn't. Okay, all right.
Prepared.
Yes. So
I love it.
Total
We're winging
shit
it.
show.
we are
Carter
definitely.
comes unprepared.
This is definitely a winging of the show.
Bold prediction. I think the theaters are going to end up probably going away in the next 5 to 7 years.
I hope not. But,
I-
what do you think about the theater subscription services and that helping out the deal? Because I know from my experience having a theater subscription, I'm more likely to go in and buy concessions because I'm basically getting the tickets for free.
Okay, here's what I got to say about that. I
And
don't know how you're going to feel
movie
about
theaters
this.
get their money from the concessions primarily.
It's about 50-50.
Well, that's why there's
I think
prices.
these memberships and all that are actually hurting the theaters worse than they think they are.
Oh, because
I can see that.
Because
I can see
A
that.
lot worse.
really.
I think they should stop A-list. I think they really seriously should.
I can see how
Really?
MoviePass did because
They had a horrible foundation though.
Yeah,
They had a
Movie
horrible
Pass
Movie
foundation.
Pass didn't
paying
even get to
full
see it.
price. But as far as AMC goes, they're probably like basically charging what they would be charging us is what they would like corporate bullshit or whatever. It's like a lower tier ticket price.
Just think about this though. You're walking into a movie theater to go pay let's say you don't get nothing from concessions. You're basically buying a ticket for $5 to $7 or whatever, maybe 10, depending on what it is, and that's it. No concession.
Well, depending where you are in the States.
Yeah. Okay, let's just say $10. $10 you're buying a ticket for.
Pennsylvania, you're buying a ticket for $18, man.
With the A list,
yeah.
you're basically paying $20, $25 a month, and you get to go see up to 3 movies every week, and you get to see as many as you want to, and you get basically like almost half off the concession if you have the app and all that stuff and everything. They're hurting themselves.
Right.
They're hurting themselves. They're losing money doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get subscribers and all that, but it's a catch-22.
So here's a picture that my brother just posted.
Oh Lord.
That's my nephew Rowan, and I don't know if you can see that. That kid is a funny kid. Some of the shit that he says, though,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. I mean, look, we're not gonna go there. I just hit I was about to get very sentimental, but we're not gonna go there. That's not what this
show.
That's not what this
show's about.
I'll cry on one of your asses later. Russell types in and he says the Stubbs program as a whole is terrible.
Yes.
So
I agree. I'll actually agree with him on that. Everything else he said about Disney is bullshit.
Disgruntled worker.
okay, so disgruntled worker. Well,
So is it terrible for the consumer or just the theater?
for the theater.
I think it's bad for the theater, and I think what?
All right.
What? I missed something. Damn it. Oh man.
Dun, dun.
Oh, sorry. I just shifted.
You heard that all the way over there?
I need my inhaler. I just shifted and turned to the side. I was like, no, sit down. Come back.
Fuck you, man. Directly towards Chris.
I didn't
messed up.
even hear it.
I heard it, but I didn't know that was what I thought it was.
Man, talk about raw and uncut.
Russell said he's less disgruntled now that he doesn't work there.
Yeah, he was a very unhappy worker.
Nasty bastard.
He's way more happier now that he was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's the Stubbs program as a whole. I see that as affecting the theater, yes, but to the consumer, I don't see that affecting them at all.
Of course it's not. They're getting to see more movies for lesser money.
But at the same point,
the idea behind it is they spend more money at concessions, though.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't use all 3 of your movies every week. Not a lot of people do that.
Well, somebody.
Huh? Oh, me? I didn't see any movies last week. But it was Thanksgiving.
Well,
yeah. But there are people in my Facebook group that are on A-List that I think some girl has been on there for a year, and she said she's only watched 12 movies. That's a month. She's basically just paid I don't know.
That is a waste. If you're gonna have the Stubbs program and you're gonna see the movie once a month, what?
You have to have the time to go.
Oh
well, yeah, but I mean the whole
it's
idea.
Great for retired people and
the whole idea.
people.
We go to the movies how many times a week?
I've only been in the movies. I've only seen 4 movies this year.
Okay, I see at least 3 movies a week, but that's just me. How many you see? 3 movies?
It's different for you.
I try to get 3.
Why is it different for me?
Because you work there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So I work there. I work at the theater, and I see 3 to 4 movies a week. But the average person that has the Subs program, they're actually, in a way, yes, it helps them out with seeing movies, but in another way, it doesn't. It's kind of just you're blowing more money because, like you said, you only see X amount of movies. Frozen is good. Seen it twice. Have not seen it. Do not plan on seeing it.
Don't care to see it.
I do want a Frozen backpack though. So
What?
I'm just kidding. I need a backpack, and I was looking at one, and of course, a Frozen backpack.
He's not allowed within 100 feet of a high school or
Hey,
a Chuck
man.
E. Cheese.
I used to live across the street from my high school, so that's not true.
You're the reason why they yell "Stranger Danger."
Huh. What are you shaking your head about?
No comment.
All right.
No comment.
So we're now in December, right?
I don't own a van either, so.
You own a really awesome truck, though. We're in December, right? Favorite holiday season's coming up. Just starting when? December 8th, I believe it is.
And I eat all my candy, so I don't ever give any of it away.
Starting December 8th, what?
Starting December 8th is Crisis, right?
Yes, the
Crisis on Infinity Earth.
CW shows.
It's Sunday. Is it the 7th or the 8th?
It kicks off with Batwoman and Supergirl. Who's excited for that? How do you guys think this is going to play out?
Could care
I
less.
like the crossover events. They're always pretty fun.
Okay.
No offense. Sorry.
I'm lukewarm about it because I don't really want to watch Supergirl, but you know, I've only been watching Batgirl.
I'm surprised there's still.
Batwoman because it's leading up to this.
Right.
Never mind.
Otherwise, I would have dropped
Well,
it a
what
long time ago.
Yeah, I stopped watching Batwoman. I dropped off and I left a really bad comment on somebody's like, Batwoman's the hottest TV show of the CW. I posted that.
Bias? No.
It was an ad.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're going to continue the show and all that. I mean,
Ruby Rose is horrible.
no, I'm talking about Supergirl. I'm surprised they're going to continue the show right now and all that. I mean, especially after what happened with what's her name and everything.
Melissa.
Yeah,
Oh, I stand with Melissa.
Well, she gonna have to get her face healed up a little before they keep shooting the show. She got beat the fuck up.
She
So
did.
So it was just recently. I thought something.
Melissa.
I thought no.
Benoist?
Her husband or somebody, her ex-boyfriend, whoever it was, beat the shit out of her.
Really?
It's been all over the news. Domestic violence case.
I thought it was something that
I had no
happened
idea.
before she started.
She
Yeah, I thought that was
Bruce-
before she started the show.
bruised her face all up.
Damn.
I could be wrong.
Well, we'll hear on the show. We only try to get the facts with J. Jonah Jameson.
Like I said, I could be wrong about
Yeah,
that.
I just know this is the petition's going out, and it's kind of like about domestic violence, and it's SJW bullshit. And I think Batwoman will not be renewed for next season.
No, I don't think it will be.
I think it will,
No.
and here's why: it won't have Ruby Rose as Batwoman. I think they will bring in somebody else to play Batwoman.
Oh my god.
Too confusing.
No.
Yeah.
Too confusing.
How's that confusing?
It's too
She's
rebootish.
No, it's not confusing. Okay, Edward Norton and Mark Ruffalo.
That's completely different. That's a movie.
How's that different?
Let me finish. That's a movie that came out. That's a different movie that came out years later, and they set it up ahead of time. They even told them ahead of time that there was going to be a change and all that.
Dude, how many times on soap operas, on TV shows, they change
And-
they
and- and-
change
and-
out
hold on,
characters?
hold on.
Different, man.
But
Soap operas are
and I
way
know
It's
a
not
lot of,
different at all.
and I know a lot of people that what do you call it? That phase out on certain soap operas on because they're like, oh my god, I like that person as that particular person. And all that now they changed it now, and now this person has no chemistry and all that.
Yeah.
And they stop watching it.
And that's like standard operating procedure on soap operas. If you're watching a soap opera, you know somebody's going to get changed somewhere down the line.
He turned to a dog or something?
Is that
What?
on there?
To go? What's that?
I don't think it's on there yet.
The fuck is
It's
this?
kind of upcoming.
We had
Togo. It's William Dafoe.
sorry, I think we got some.
We got some questions.
No, didn't we have something break earlier that we wanted to talk about? We had breaking news earlier today as we were rolling up.
No.
Gosh, let me pull it up.
Dun, dun, dun. The movie that they thought was going to do everything that it didn't, that came out with Star Wars, was The Other Side of Midnight.
Other Side of Midnight.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's basically what it is. It's a sci-fi movie that Joseph Campbell wrote based on a book that he wrote. He was one of George Lucas's mentors all that time, all about space and time travel and things like that. Other Side of the Moon was a movie that Fox was making and all that.
Other Side of Midnight.
Other Side of Midnight. Whatever.
All right, so we just got a question that came through, and they say huge overnut Saika. I guess that's how you pronounce your name. He asked, "Are you that dude who did the wheelie on a dirt bike?" No, that's probably my brother Mike or my cousin Vinny, Gabe, whichever.
My cousin did.
Yeah.
The two youths.
Yeah.
Utes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't me. But hey, man, thank you for tuning in and watching. Please subscribe. All of you guys that are watching, please go ahead real quick and hit that bell and subscribe to this channel so we can continue bringing more content. Granted, we don't have a good video quality right now, but please forgive us. We're still working out the kinks. Everything is developing. Pretty soon we're not going to look like we're in my grandmother's kitchen behind us, as one comment was left last week to whoever that fucking asshole was. Thank you. I'm calling you out. We're coming for you, but we're going to develop more. Also, I just want to bring up the fight that we had earlier. The lighting.
The lighting.
Oh God.
No,
I won't bring that up.
Real quick,
But-
actually, it has me a question. Basically, what happened was they were the other side of midnight was a movie that was made on such low money, like no money at all, hardly, and they didn't want to lose money on it and all that. And what they did, what Alan Ladd said was that he goes, hey, we got a double feature for you. He goes, if you put Star Wars in and all, we can show it as a double feature and all that, and it actually links up to Star Wars. And next, watch the other side of midnight, it'll reference, and it's even in the Star Wars book. George Lucas said anything. He said that some of the stuff that he
Other Side of Midnight?
some of the stuff in Star Wars he referenced from Other Side of Midnight because it talks about space travel, things like that. Other like worldly being, like that's where he came up with the unknown regions at.
For those of you who are watching, go ahead in that. Go ahead in the live chat right now, and go ahead and ask us some questions that you would like us to answer. Typically, towards the end of our show, what we do is we're nowhere near the end of our show. Our shows range typically between an hour to 2 hours long. But as we get closer to the end of our show, go ahead and start hitting in those questions that you can ask us. Remember, my name is Dom. Andy is over here.
Hey,
Chris is over here,
if
and
you-
Carter's on the end.
If y'all want us to, y'all ever want us to react to anything, let us know, and we'll react to a trailer, we'll react to whatever. If y'all want us to do a commentary, let us know. We'll do a movie commentary. You pick the movie.
Also, we have some audio-only tracks already available for you to listen. If you go on to Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, you can pull up our podcast that we did pre-recorded already. We got a bunch of shows up there, and now we're kind of making the jump because people they're wanting more of. Hey, Jason Richards, thank you for tuning in. You're awesome, brother. I miss you. Hope you're doing well. Like I was saying, we have audio-only tracks on those sites, but people kind of want us to do visual stuff. People are asking us to make the jump to YouTube to see what we look like. Obviously, we're big guys, but it's
Sorry for the disappointment.
yeah. Sorry. They say, you know what? I was told I have a face for radio, so that's what I do. So
That tells you all you need to know.
yeah. But thank you for tuning in so far, guys.
I thought of a funny name for the podcast, even though we've already got it.
What?
Fat Man on Yavin 4.
Fat Man on Yavin 4. I like that.
I'm not fat.
Go ahead and
I was
pull
going to
up
say
Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple, whatever, and search the Dom Chiodo Show, and you'll be able to pull up our audio track. So, hey,
I like Masters of the Council.
Russell says, y'all are brave and beautiful. Thank you, Russell, for saying that we're brave and beautiful.
What kind of drugs are you on?
Something good.
Yeah.
For real? I think
Hey,
he
don't you
still
got a
hasn't
hey,
been
don't you got a
asleep.
game to play?
I think he's like severely sleep deprivated.
Okay, so Ray asked, hey, Ray, his question comes through, and he says, what do you guys think of Apple TV Plus Mankind? I like it, but I feel like Apple went too heavy with the SJW stuff.
And I don't even know what it is.
It's their streaming service.
Oh Lord.
They've started one, and I was tempted, but I heard from another guy that said that says we're like, yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of commercials for that stuff. Like they've got Snoopy Goes to Space and just a bunch of other stuff that they're putting.
Oh,
on Apple.
For All Mankind. Thank you. For All Mankind.
Mm.
That's what it
I haven't
says.
seen.
I haven't heard
about that
anything
yet.
about that.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't have Apple Plus. I have Hopper, Dish, but Don't ever have the best.
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
What?
Apparently, J.J. Abrams says that Finn's origins will be discussed more and revealed more in Rise of Skywalker.
Do we need to know his origins though? He's a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Why do we care?
He was abducted as a kid.
Yeah.
Is that Roxy?
No, that wasn't her post. No, it was.
She's one ugly bitch. I'm sorry. She looks like a drowned rat.
Who?
Roxy Stryer.
She's from Collider.
Sorry, Roxy, if you're watching, you're probably not, but you look, you're ugly. You look like a rat, and you're annoying.
No, she's in and out of a relationship with Ben Bateman. She ain't got time for us.
Huh. If you have an iPhone, you have Apple TV. What?
Yeah.
If you
Really?
if you bought a new iPhone and within a certain amount of time,
Well,
you get a free year of Apple TV.
Well,
Same thing if you're on Verizon or something.
No, Apple TV is like a different app now. They've moved all the movies and TV shows from your iTunes, like on my computer.
Technically, it's Apple
right
TV
there.
Plus because Apple TV is
PP head,
actually
thank you.
piece of hardware like a Roku or Fire
That's-
Stick.
Wow.
They moved
What-
music.
who put PPC this on?
PP Head, PP Head said started streaming 69 minutes ago. Hey man, thank you. Russell apparently says that we have ads all over the place. Why? We're not making any money yet, so why the hell do we have ads?
Like what?
That's YouTube for you.
Jesus, they're making money off me, and I'm not even making money yet. So.
All right.
Help us get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah, well, right now, just by doing this chat, we went from 7 subscribers up to 13 subscribers
Cool.
All right.
since we've been doing this live video.
Cool.
That's awesome. Thank you. And so we've only been streaming for about 69 minutes. That's awesome.
Get us to 100 subscribers, and then y'all get to pick what we do on the first show after that.
Ooh, that'll be
Ooh.
fun.
Wait, what?
Carter's like,
I don't know.
Carter. So as you guys see behind Carter, talk about this for me, Carter. Behind you, you brought in a special little gift for today's show.
Okay. It might be better if I bring it.
Yeah,
Just
bring
do it,
it
guys.
forward, man. What did you bring for us? Carter always brings good gifts. So,
That's not a gift.
wow. Okay.
This is Carter's.
PP Head just went on to say we have 16 subscribers, not 13.
All right, here it is.
Yeah, you got the right one.
I'm not gonna do it.
I can just hold it up here.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, this is a comic print from one of my favorite artists. His name is Darn Cook, and it's like his Batman villain
Collage.
collage. Yeah. So I just love the way he draws. I love the way he draws women and stuff. So I had to bring it.
Oh, that was a stupid idea. There we go.
So if y'all can see that, it's got the big joke on it. So I like to collect pranks and stuff. I'm a big comic nerd.
Couldn't tell.
No, you couldn't tell, really? Wow. So I wish this was one original print, but I'll do it.
Okay. Since you're a big comic nerd and you work in a comic store, do you think that Comic Book Man is
Be right back.
I don't know, it might be factual to their store, but there's always the banter. It's like, oh, you want $300 for this? I'll give you $200.
That sounds about
Walt's
right.
like, okay, I'll take $250. I'm pretty sure where you work, they don't do that. I don't know if we're allowed to say where you
all
work.
for the show. That's just their editing. That's just like was it Palm? What's the pawn shop store?
Oh,
show?
I forget what the name of that store is. That the show is.
You know what I'm talking about, Don.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's just like they just kind of hype it up for TV and stuff.
Yeah, it's all hype. Hey, real quick, we have our first sponsor ad that I want to go ahead and plug real quick. So our first sponsor ad is, did you see a bad movie? Did you clog your drain puking? If so, you should call Gabe's Plumbing Heating, 215-778-4510, and his name is Gabe Chiodo.
Oh, okay.
Again,
That
it
makes
says,
more sense.
did you see a bad movie? Did you clog your drain puking? If so, you should call Gabe's Plumbing, Heating, and General Contracting.
What is that?
215-778-4510.
Hey, y'all also
And if you're calling outside of the Philadelphia area, there might be a short wait.
Oh. Any problems at all? Dial. Dial information. Thank you for calling.
24/7.
Yeah.
Oh god.
We have a local comic book store that's in our area, Bankston's and all that. Check them out. Go shop there. Great place and all that. Card knows all about it.
Yes.
And we're maybe we can even do a show there one day.
Yeah, I'll be talking to Brent soon. So.
Over at
Bankston.
Should we
Bankston's.
plug every place that we want to try and get into?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just asking because I got a good one coming.
We're also, hey, fuck. You want to go to Bumble Rose? Maybe do a show there one day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So one.
That was my idea.
Seriously.
Yeah. So one of the places
Yeah,
that we like to do our podcast show
I
at,
just said
audio and now visual,
We've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
is there's this place called Paparolo's.
Paparolo's Pizza.
Paparolo's Pizza is what's the address?
I don't
It's on
fucking
Valley
know.
Mills Drive.
Yeah. It's
It's between Arby's and a pawn shop, I think.
sketchy location, but it's,
No, it's not. It's not really.
well, whatever. There's a little Caesars down the road. See what I did there?
Oh.
No, don't even.
But yeah, so we do the show at Paparolo's. That's where we get together.
703 North Valley Mills Drive.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you're in the area. I know a lot of you are from Philadelphia and you're watching.
We might be doing a live show there maybe one day soon in the party room. So come check us out. And
Yeah.
we might even do a live commentary or who knows something. You know, we'll let y'all pick.
Yeah, and we'll have slots. So we'll have slots, which is fun. You know,
And if you want to dine and experience at a movie theater, you might want to try out the Hippodrome in downtown historic Waco.
Ooh.
They also have a bar on the roof called the Rooftop and a restaurant inside called the Raleigh. And all their food is really good.
So one of our viewers just came on and said, need to get a Logitech. I guess it's a camera. I can't wait to see you better. Can't wait to see you guys in better quality. Also, you guys should go live every day. Well, if we can go live every day, I would. But I work 2 jobs.
2.
Some of us don't even
One
fucking
and a half.
work.
1.5, technically.
Well,
Calm down.
yeah.
You get paid
Sorry.
like it's 1.5.
I'm
sorry.
Damn.
I do a lot of standing, all right?
Hey, it's more than others though.
Jesus Christ. I fucking hate that. Well, I guess I better not talk bad about that location. Oh, man.
Have mercy.
But yeah, like I said before, and I'll say it again, we're working out the kinks and we're getting there and we're developing and, we're growing. So this is only technically our second video. I don't know why I keep going like this. Yeah.
Stop it.
But we're getting there. We're an egg. Don't crack the yolk. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all tell all your friends about us. Tell your family members. Tell coworkers. Everybody.
Please hit that bell if you're still watching and subscribe if you haven't done already. 90% of our viewers actually just view and they don't hit that bell and subscribe. So be above the norm. Hit that bell and subscribe. And every time you don't subscribe to us or like our videos, a dead puppy goes over a waterfall. So
That's
please,
fucked up.
please watch us.
That's dark.
Please watch us.
No, Dark
Hey,
would be a live puppy
hey,
over a waterfall.
Hey, and if y'all have any questions, if y'all have like any trivia questions, y'all want to test our knowledge and all that and everything, hit us up on Facebook or whatever. If you want to ask Star Wars questions and stuff, I'm the GOAT for a reason.
Yep.
That's all I do is research. So hit me up and everything. Try to stop me if you can.
There's a request coming for you.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not taking my shirt
Nothing
off.
sexual.
No, a request came through saying, can you quote Hank from King of the Hill?
I got propane and propane. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh shit, that was good. That was good.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
I'm letting ask for Boomhauer.
Oh,
Boomhauer.
You gotta do it one time.
Can you do Boomhauer?
I can't you no question.
Oh man,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
funny. I
That's
like that.
amazing.
That's funny.
Thank you, Carter, for doing that. Wow. Jeez, I can't wait until people can. Never mind. Ugh.
Hey, I want to play with the gauntlet for a second so I can show it off.
You wanna play? we can't have one finger extend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I've never actually put this thing on.
Just lighten up for you.
How do you do it?
Clark? Just say, who's Clark? Oh yeah, that's my Infinity Gauntlet that I won from work by dressing up as.
Fearless Leader won his costume contest.
Yeah, we had a costume.
I am inevitable.
Jeez.
I am Iron Man.
Carter.
I am Groot.
Carter, do you know somebody just asked you to say, Carter, can you ask Carter to say there
shit.
better be a naked cheerleader under your bed? Somebody just asked you to say that.
As Hank Hill?
Oh,
I think so.
Go for it.
damn it, Bob! There better be a naked cheerleader under your bed.
You do that so well.
Oh man. Somebody just asked, does a Rick and Morty reaction video?
You don't want me to do that.
Y'all are gonna hate me. Never watched it.
You never watched Rick and Morty?
Oh my God.
Never watched
Really?
it.
I
Never
tried
watched
the
it.
first episode.
I'll check it out.
It gets better, I think.
I mean, I enjoy Rick and Morty. It's pretty
The
fun.
first episode's in, I guess. What is a Rick and Morty?
It's some animated show.
Yeah, it's Rick and Morty is a spiff on Back to the Future. Doc and
Yeah. I mean, but
Morty-
what were they asking
Marty.
for? They were asking for Rick and Morty something.
somebody said it's overrated. They're just asking for us to review it and do a
Oh, okay.
someone just asked, why do you guys think Finn really helped out Poe? Like, do you think there should ever be a backstory on why he had them? Thoughts and what happened to him to turn? I mean, it's kind of played out, Gabe, and it's kind of right in front. So, in the beginning of The Force Awakens, Finn is having an anxiety attack, and he knows he's not supposed to be there. So he wants to run. He wants to hide and get out from underneath the First Order. So that's why
I think
he.
he realizes he's doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. So that what?
That's not live, is it?
Yeah, it's live.
Why is there a picture flying around?
Oh, because it's delayed. I delayed it
Oh,
from
okay,
pausing so
okay.
much. So I mean that's why he's on the run from the First Order, and that's why he has panic attacks.
Just remember, for the record, Poe was supposed to die in the original script.
Zing. That is true.
So
Who would have been the badass pilot then?
they wouldn't have had one.
It would have been Rose from Last Jedi.
No.
She can't fly. She don't know how to fly.
Mm.
What?
No, I'm just laughing. What?
What?
I don't know. Tell him,
Don't
Steve,
mess with
Dave.
The man with the lightsaber. I hope that looks cool.
How,
in video.
I got a question for y'all out there. How pissed would y'all be if Chewbacca died in 9?
Ooh, that's a good question.
How pissed would y'all be?
It depends on how it's portrayed.
So a moon comes down and takes him out.
That's the
Only
extended,
a moon can
that's the
kill a
extended
Wookiee.
universe comics. Don't you know.
I'm kind of.
But I mean, you've seen the toys and you've seen pictures, so I think it's kind of hinted at, don't you think?
Would you be more pissed if Chewie died, or more pissed?
Someone says they might open fire in the theater. Oh God,
No,
Jesus!
let's not
Don't do that.
Oh no!
I know when I was reading some of the new Jedi Order books, Chewie wasn't in them, and then later I found out that he died, and I was very upset. But those were the books.
I think people are gonna be upset.
Why? Have you seen it?
No, I'm just saying. I think people are gonna be upset. I think some shit's gonna.
Yes.
I think some shit's gonna go down.
So Gabe just asked a question.
All right.
Why the fuck doesn't he said? Why the f doesn't anyone recognize R2D2 and C3PO?
Oh, in the first movie?
Yeah.
They do.
What do you mean as far as Obi-Wan not recognized?
I would assume so.
Original Star Wars.
I think he's just
No.
trying-
That's that was Gabe.
Yes.
Gabe, that's not what happened. No, it's a misconception. He never says he doesn't recognize them or doesn't know who they are. He says he never remembers owning a droid. That's what he says. Luke tells him straight up. He says, he goes, I've never seen a devotion to a droid like this before, but he says he's the property of an Obi-Wan Kenobi. He goes, that's funny. I've never remember owning a droid before. He knows who R2 and C-3PO are. He knows. They may not recognize him at first because what's his name? His brain was washed or his chip was washed. Or like that.
C3PO.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, and but no, Obi-Wan knew who they both were and all that and stuff, but he was still in the dark about some stuff with Luke and all that because he didn't know what all to tell Luke in the beginning and all that because that's a lot to say. Yeah,
he was still distraught over R5
What the hell,
being destroyed.
he lied to Luke when Luke asked him how his father died. He lied to him.
Fucking old hermit.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Okay,
man.
I have a question for all our millions and millions of subscribers. I asked this earlier in the
Real quick,
cast.
does anybody need any waters or anything?
I'm good.
I'd like another soda, but I asked this earlier in the deal and it didn't go over very well. If there were a true to life lightsaber that would cut through shit,
Oh God.
would you trade your wife and or girlfriend for one? Answer honestly.
I would have to have one first.
Well, if you had one,
No.
then.
No,
No.
no.
They all said no. I don't know. Think about how much. I don't want to.
Oh.
Should I get rude with it?
Which one?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Think about how much pussy you get if you had a real damn lightsaber, cutting motherfuckers' arms off left and right.
You can probably lose with this after this.
Not the price
Mhm.
of one.
Oh man. God. So this is a good show so far. We're having a lot of fun. You guys seem like you're having a lot of fun in
Thanks to
in
our
the group
producer
chat.
again for grabbing
Yeah,
our sodas.
thank you, sir. Another comment. Who else is there? Our producer is there, sir. If I had a lightsaber, I'd cut my sexy legs off. That's what somebody just said in the comments.
He cut his own
If I
sexy
had a
leg off.
lightsaber, I'd cut my sexy leg off.
Okay.
Talking about the other appendage.
No. It's a long story. Why doesn't Darth Vader sense anything about Leia? You're wrong. He does sense.
He does.
He does sense about Leia.
He does. Wait a minute. Which movie?
When and where?
What movie are you referring to?
Well, yeah,
Oh, you're talking about A New Hope? Like when he,
I think so.
oh yeah, he knows. I think he's.
That's why he captures her.
Yeah.
Because it's his daughter.
No,
You don't think so?
He captures her because you apostle the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
No.
Take her away.
he captures her. He captured her because he thought that because being a woman or whatever that she was going to be vulnerable, and then he was going to be able to get some information out of her.
Yeah.
And clearly was not able to. But I don't think he actually realizes that's his daughter until later on, because I think because he even confronts the Emperor about it in episode 5 and everything. He says he goes, Vader, such a feelings, you know it's true. He goes, how could it be possible though? You know, because I think he thought that his children were gone or nothing. You know, something happened.
He didn't know he had a daughter until Return of the Jedi.
I think he knew he only had a son before the purge or like that, but he didn't know what happened to him.
No, but I thought it's in Empire when he says, if you don't turn. Oh, no, never mind. That's
That's
Jedi.
6.
Yeah. If you don't turn, maybe she will.
Yeah.
Or something like
Next
that.
to Vader's reading Luke's mind or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So to
Yeah.
speak.
Okay.
And a lot of people ask the question always, like, you know, how does Vader not know that that Luke is around or alive or something like that? Everybody's on Tatooine. That was where he was from and all that. He cut himself off from it. You know, he thought Tatooine was like it meant nothing to him no more. You know,
Who? Vader?
yeah. A lot of people ask that because it's in the.
Let me ask you this.
Go for it.
Who remembers the junk trader or the, what the hell do you call it? The slave owner from episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
He was in episode 1 too.
Oh, okay. He was?
Yeah.
Guado.
Watto.
I sold your mom.
Yeah.
I was in love with her.
The flying Todari.
No, not the fly. The guy who bought her. He was like, I was in love with your mom.
Yeah.
Clay Lars.
Clay Glores?
No. Anakin approaches him at the shop and everything, and he goes, "Annie, Anakin, is that you?" And he goes, "Oh my God, you got big."
Watto.
That's Watto. Yeah.
No, not the bird thing.
Yeah.
Not Addy.
Oh,
He's
The old. So essentially, Anakin's stepdad. When he goes and he looks for his mom, and he's like, "I sold her to the Huts."
oh, yeah. It's
Uncle Owen's.
No.
Owen's father played Lars.
it's yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's I
So
think-
they're saying for episode 9, everybody's coming back. It's going to be a full circle. Could he come back? Could you see him in episode 9?
No.
You don't think so? Really?
No.
Why not?
zero chance.
He's human. He's not a Jedi.
Well, I mean-
Zero
He's
chance.
not a Jedi.
Uncle Owen's dad. Thank you, Russell. Yes.
That's what I said, Russell.
Zero chance.
What about
Stop stealing my thunder.
what about Qui-Gon? Will Qui-Gon return?
Yes.
You think Qui-Gon will return? Will it be Qui-Gon's voice or will it be what the fuck's his name? Liam Neeson.
We will see Liam Neeson in episode 9. The force
Interesting.
is strong with this one.
God. So, also one of the things that we wanted to do and we were thinking about doing, we're movie lovers here, and you're obviously tuning in and watching us because you guys are movie lovers too. Well, I hope. If not, then we're just a bunch of men doing.
Watch it.
We're a bunch of men doing a comedy act for you. We're thinking about doing a commentary track of a classic movie for the holidays. It's a Wonderful Life. What's another classic movie? What are you doing?
Miracle on 34th.
No,
Miracle on 34th. You don't want to? Bitch, leave.
we're talking about doing a commentary track of an old movie.
Look, if it makes you feel better, we can watch it in color. You-
Listen, man.
You fucking Gen X bullshit, whatever you are.
Okay, boomer.
So what's wrong with doing the commentary of the old movie?
Fighting.
It depends on the movie. I mean,
Fans can pick it.
Home Alone. Yeah. Yes. There you go. If you want us to do a commentary track of a classic movie, send it in the comments. So I kind of want to.
Classic is at least 20 years or older.
So Die Hard, that counts. Home Alone counts. That's 20 years or older. I mean, Tristan, she's never seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Doesn't surprise me.
Really?
There's a lot of people that
It
haven't
comes
seen
on
it.
every Christmas Eve here.
I mean, yeah, it comes on every year too.
Thanksgiving too.
Does it?
Mm.
And so does
Christmas Story.
Name a movie.
Yeah.
Name a movie you definitely would not want to do a commentary to.
Oh, we
definitely wouldn't want to.
I think Christmas Story would be great.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's overplayed.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen it?
Of course.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it probably at least 10 times. It's a good movie. I like Jimmy Stewart's one of my favorite all-time actors.
Oh, wow. Gabe just asked a really good question.
Did he now?
I can name a ton of really good movies that I wouldn't want to do a commentary on.
Gabe just said, why do you guys think there is a map to Luke Skywalker? Like he tried to be to himself and all, but also why would a map be find his location? You should pronunciate and spell correctly.
That's one of the things that they talk about so much with the backlash on episode 8 with the Last Jedi.
Somebody said Christmas Vacation, Jason. Yes, we'll
Fuck
definitely
yes.
be doing Christmas Vacation. Fucking love that movie.
Because Ryan Johnson sets it up in episode 8. It's like Luke didn't want to be found like that. If he didn't want to be found, why is there a fucking map from R2D2 that has his coordinates?
Wow. So we just got told that our camera just got 100 times clearer. I don't know how that happened, but that's awesome.
Bandwidth just got
Cool.
way better.
Cool.
So that's good to know. Wow, this is weird not having a structure, just kind of spitballing shit and
It's
kind
more
of.
fun. It's more fun.
Is it? Does it feel or does
I'm
it?
not gonna lie. The format seems boring to me.
So this is
format or
Uncle
structure
Scrooge
format?
over here,
I'm
just
not
so
Uncle
you
Scrooge. I'm
just
not
so
Uncle
you know.
Scrooge.
You talking about this format or the structure?
The structure one.
Oh yeah.
Somebody, my brother just told me we went from Minecraft to Doom 3D.
What?
We just went from Minecraft to Doom 3D.
Okay.
Jesus, fuck.
Okay.
Also, we haven't really talked yet amongst ourselves, but I'm going to put this out here. do you guys want us to do a pre-recorded show for the holidays? Because, I mean, there's going to be times when we're going to want to be off and not come here because Christmas is on a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to be off that Tuesday
Definitely.
because I don't want to bring these guys to the studio
I think
and
I go on live and just.
what?
I think I go on live and just recording it.
Okay, sure. Because we definitely don't want to be here in studio. Now, Grandma's Kitchen is not fully done yet, and we're developing our studio. So we're not fully there yet, but we're getting there, and we thank you guys. So if you want us to do a recorded video, I guess I'm going in circles, then we'll do that and we'll post that for you. If not, then I don't know, maybe whatever. We'll find something. Software to do it from your computer together. Someone said, no, fuck that, do live only. I won't watch if it's not live. Well, fuck you then.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Somebody else just said, my brother said, just do live. So it seems like they want us to do live. So good. But then again, if it is pre-recorded, I'll be able to add cool features and, intros, outros, shit. Also, we should start bringing beer. Anybody here drink beer? We should start, having a beer or two. I won't mind that.
Yeah, that'll make the show way better.
Yeah,
We'll be more relaxed.
We know our topics we're good.
Anytime we don't have a topic, we just drink. I'll drink
A
that.
little bit of the bubbly.
So who was your first girl?
Okay, so yeah, let's do this question.
Who was your first what?
Your first. Who's the first time you've ever masturbated to in a movie?
What the?
Yeah. Was it what movie? The first time I ever touched this peen, you know what I'm saying?
So Carter.
Was I was sitting at home watching Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and the first time I saw Princess Leia in that
YouTube video.
in that like sex appeal,
Talking movies.
Jabba's suit. I mean, I became harder than.
Hey, I wasn't serious about talking.
Well, hey.
What did you say, Brandon?
He wasn't serious.
I wasn't serious about talking. I just threw it out there.
Dewbacks. What is? You can add dewbacks in the shot. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the first time I ever saw Princess Leia in that outfit, man, I was hard as this table, I guess. And
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates, yeah.
Phoebe Cates.
Fast Times or
No.
Oh,
Last time.
Well,
when she's at Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Kind of.
When she's like taking off the pool and at the pool.
That's too predictable. I actually liked her in Gremlins, and then I like.
She was.
you masturbated?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. No, that's not.
Oh, fuck!
No, that's not what I'm talking
Caesar!
about. Never mind.
It's the part where she's talking about her dad against
No.
Jimmy.
That's not what I was talking about.
Huh. Someone just said, I guess you
Boys
were
Live,
Han
Tuesday night.
Solo.
What?
I guess you were Han Solo.
Oh my god.
Someone said I'm pretty stoned. That's awesome.
No, what I meant was I
Yeah.
found her the most attractive in that movie for some reason.
Okay, so let's
She was
talk
a
about
little
this.
older.
What actress was that actress for
Your
you
first
growing
crush?
up? Your first crush.
I-
Mine was Carrie Fisher. That was mine.
For me, Carrie Fisher was just a little bit too old at the time. For
Really?
me. I thought she was beautiful, but she was a little bit too old.
Okay.
For me, it was Phoebe Cates, and then I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a thing for Molly Ringwald.
Really? Molly Ringwald.
Kind of.
Someone
But
just
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh yeah.
yeah, she was hot. We have Russell just said Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I forgot you're a millennial.
No, he's like 30
I
something.
think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer to that question.
Okay.
What's up?
Going back to old school, Julie Newmar as Catwoman in the Batman.
Ooh.
66.
Leah Thompson from the 80s.
Oh.
But
Damn.
Getting hard just thinking
Shut
about it.
her in that Catwoman outfit,
Oh,
tight leather outfit.
It's getting hot in here, Carter.
Michelle
Okay,
Pfeiffer.
wait, wait.
I was
Michelle
in
Pfeiffer.
kindergarten watching that, and I thought, "What's going on?"
What is happening to me?
But no, Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns as Catwoman she was something else too. But no, that's my other answer right there is Leah Thompson, Back to the Future, and then All the Right Moves, and
Howard the Duck.
oh my god, the movie sucked, but she was hot.
She was hot and Howard the Duck, dude.
Someone just said, Jen just said her person growing up was Jesus. Who was that?
Jesus. Hey,
Who's
hey,
Jesus?
It was Jonathan Taylor Thompson.
Thomas.
Yay!
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Carter. What about Yvonne Craig, Batgirl?
Yeah, I liked her too.
Somebody said Kate Winslet in Titanic.
Fuck yeah.
It's the only movie we had with nudity growing up.
Kate Winslet was sexy as hell.
The 80s, then.
Somebody said you should do a commentary track of Knocked Up, my favorite movie of all time. Still makes me cry tears of laughter.
It's not really that funny to me.
If these are spoilers, I don't know what that means. Anyway, keep going. So let me ask you this. Was there a movie, and this isn't like a homo type of joke or anything like that. Was there a movie that you watched and that actor, you're like, damn, I want to be him. Like he's cool. For instance, Indiana Jones. He was like somebody or Bond.
What guy wouldn't want to be Harrison Ford growing up?
But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like in the backyard playing, like I want to be Bond, man. That's the guy I want to be. You know, I'm with
Not Bond.
Well, I'm just using that as an example. I'm with the hot car, the sexy girls.
I don't do suits.
Clearly,
I want to be
Shut up.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. I dig
He
it.
got away with all the stuff.
And he had a
Okay.
hot girlfriend.
And a hot girlfriend.
Hot girlfriend.
Mia Sarah.
Somebody said do a commentary track of Brokeback Mountain holding each other. Fuck you.
No.
I'm just kidding. No, they didn't say holding you, but that would be funny. Who would you want to be?
Me?
Yeah, growing up, who was that one guy that you watched or movie where you're like, wow, I want to be.
I don't know.
That should be me in that movie.
I don't know. I mean, when I was a little kid, probably like Luke Skywalker or something. But I mean, obviously, I've kind of grown up into Kevin Smith.
I'm actually with Dom. I would have what he said. I would have to say Indiana Jones because I watched the shit out of Temple of Doom and Last Crusade when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I used to love watching Temple of Doom.
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I used
I don't like the monkey brains.
Oh, I love the whole dinner scene and all that where they're eating all the shit, and then the dungeon part where he's trying to rip his heart out and all that. For some reason I just thought it was cool. I thought Indiana Jones was the coolest dude growing up.
I used to have an Indiana Jones hat until my dog destroyed it.
Cool.
Fedora?
Yeah, the Indiana Jones fedora. I bought it on Nantucket when I went up there with Nick Hillman and his family.
All right,
Did you take a bright light and shine it?
Well, I'm hungry.
Did you take a bright light and shine it so you could see the shadow of it?
No, but all right, guys. So we've been on for a while. So I think we're gonna kind of start wrapping it up around.
Yeah.
And this has been fun. Please, I know I keep saying this. I know I keep saying this. Please, what's the word? Subscribe to the channel and please share it. I know
Comment. Send questions in. Hit us up on social media.
you got another hour in. Someone just said, quit bitching. You got another hour in you. I need him to say subscribe in Hank.
Subscribe.
Baba, you need to subscribe. Ring the subscribe to that video.
Ugh, another.
I'm starving.
Just sit there and do Baby Shark.
When you get home to the boy.
There you go.
My phone's on silent, so I never saw any of the deals that I got.
So
Y'all have a good night out there. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker world premieres next week.
oh yeah,
Next week. And guess what? Social media embargo lifts next week.
Yeah. When does it drop?
Next Sunday.
So damn, we couldn't even do a show.
No.
Damn. One of the things we need to work out is being able to go every day. If we could go every day, we could. That'll be a lot of work.
Kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try a couple more times a week, but I can't do it every day.
I mean, I'm off every Monday and
That sounds
Tuesday.
right.
So
Once a
Then we
week.
could do a commentary every week. We'll do a show.
he said once a week. Once a week right now is
Maybe two.
well, right
Oh,
now
yeah,
for
yeah,
all of us right now, once a week works with our schedule. Eventually, we will be doing more shows. Also, too, see these faces, get to know them, get to love them. Also, too, more faces we have a revolving door.
Don't worry about them. They're nobody's.
Stop.
Come on now.
And that's mean. We have a revolving door and of faces that are part of the show and a part of this group. So if one week Chris is here and then Russell's here, or Cameron or Reagan or whomever, sometimes
It's called jobs. Sorry.
sometimes Tristan is on the show, or Grayson, Vanessa, or whomever. You never know. Our buddy Mike might end up on the show one week just bullshitting with
Our
us. Our producer. You never know. But I want to say thank you guys for tuning in and really growing with us and being a part of this family that we're developing and the chemistry that we're all interacting. I think it's great that with you guys sending in gags and rereading them back out, if that really works, we can keep doing it. What?
Nothing.
So once again, thank you guys. Please like us, subscribe to us, and look for us. So we're going to start on this end of the table, and then we're going to work away this way. Where can they find you on social media, Andy?
I'm on Facebook at Joseph Crow.
Cool. You can find me, Facebook, Dom Chiodo, any social media, drop it like Dom, Instagram, Twitter. Chris, where can they find you?
Chris Malcolm, Facebook, CJ Malik Movie God, Twitter and Instagram and everything else. And shoot a question out if y'all want to try to stump my movie knowledge and all that. I'll tell you what, I'll make y'all a deal. If somebody on the next live show, if somebody can actually call in with the question or send in the question, all that and everything, no looking up, no cheating. If you can stump me with a movie question within 30 seconds and I cannot answer and all that, I'll buy your ticket to Rise of Skywalker when it comes out.
All right.
Yo, what? Buy them a ticket?
If you're in Waco.
If you're in Waco.
If you're in Waco, I'll buy your ticket opening weekend to Rise of Skywalker.
Deal.
You can
Carter,
buy it
we're-
online and just give them the confirmation number.
Hell no, I don't trust that shit.
What?
My debit card number be out there saying, no, I want to be in Waco.
Carter, where can they find you, Carter?
I'm on Instagram at Johnny2Tips, the number 2.
Okay.
They can see a bunch of my comic collection and some original art and stuff.
Sounds good to me, man. For any of you that didn't know, Carter has worked in the comic industry, and he draws, and I'm just bullshitting. He doesn't do that. Do you really
You know what?
just draw comics and stuff like that?
No.
Yeah, I was bullshitting. But all right, guys,
Not really.
thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody, say thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
May the force be with you.
Always.
Awkward ending.
Yeah.
I don't know how to finish the show.
That was a perfect end.